on here right now, tonight, is small potatoes. Really, really, really small potatoes compared to what's coming down the pike in Lansing. We have got to make sure that we are aware of the issues in Lansing. They're bigger, they are going to last longer, they are going to be more destructive than one single contract is here. Even if we get a good feel and if we get a good contract, it's going to be undercut by legislation at Lansing if we don't make our voices heard in Lansing. Lansing is the war. This is just a tiny battle. And the only way that we are going to win the war is if we all work together. I remember when we started the Lakeshore Caucus this summer in August down at Outside Ales in Grand Haven. And we've been meeting 2 times a month since then. And our goal, our mission, is to bring people together from each of the school districts. Have Muskegon, Mona Shores come here to support us to go to Muskegon Heights and support them. Muskegon to go up to Whitehall, and Whitehall to go to Montague. That's what you guys did when you came here tonight. But it can't end tonight. If it ends tonight, and that situation is resolved at some point, and we just go back to what we were doing and quietly go back to our rooms, we're going to lose the whole battle. We're going to lose the whole war. This thing is so much bigger, and it's so much bigger. This is in Michigan, this is public education as we know it. If this thing, if what they got, if right to work comes down, we're in huge, huge trouble. The students that are here tonight, and there's so many Oak Ridge students here tonight. Your kids are in trouble. We have got to be active together after tonight. We have an organization that stemmed off of an organization in Chicago where they did the same thing. And I went to a conference where there were people from Minneapolis doing it. There were people from D.C., people from Portland, people from San Francisco. So we came here, we said, you know what? You can do it here too. And that's why we have the Lakeshore Education Caucus. What we're trying to do is to bring people together from other schools, and so that we then have a place where we can caucus, and we can go, and we can have a calendar, and when this hits Orchard View, and by God, it will hit Orchard View. This is going to end up in Orchard View. It is going to end up in Whitehall. It's going to end up in Montague. It's going to be in every single one of these places, and we have got to go from place to place to place and back each other up. We have got to have our voices heard. You can use our group as a vehicle to do that. And all I need is your emails to do that, or you can go, we're on WordPress. I don't know how many of you use the WordPress blog, but we're Lakeshore Education Caucus at WordPress.com. I think that's what it is. But I would love to get your emails and send it to you. We posted tonight, and we put together a video, which is pretty good, of Kelly and Jeff talking about why we were going to have this picket tonight. I don't know if some of you saw it or not. And it is the kind of thing that we want to do. We want to get people from Orchard View to talk and to put a video up there. And we want to get people from the Oak Ridge community to come forward. Kelly was so passionate in that video. And if we could get people from the Oak Ridge community to come forward and to talk about the importance of Oak Ridge High School, just in a little 2-minute video, which will never get posted unless you okay it. It's not going to go out and throw something up there unless you don't want it up there. But we need to do those kind of things, and we have got to meet, and we need you to come to our meetings. We really do. And then we have got to go, we have got to go to your school board meeting, and we have got to educate your community, and we have to educate ourselves. One thing that we found in our group, the biggest thing, is that we're educating ourselves. We didn't know enough about Proposal A. We didn't know enough about right to work. We didn't know these things. We would just look at each other and nod and say, do you know about it? Oh, yeah, I know about it. I didn't know about it. So tell me about it. And then you hear about it and right to work. You want to hear a story? You listen to this gal talk about Florida right to work as a full-time teacher and the crap that she had to go through. She's back up here now, and she was an honor roll student at Oakland. She's a great teacher and a great kid. And these stories, we've got to find out about these. We've got to learn about them. Then we've got to support each other, or we are going to have to move. And some of you got families here and roots here. But you aren't going to be, you young people, you're not going to be able to raise a family in Michigan as a teacher. Are you kidding me? It's going to be impossible. So I've got a mailing list. If you, please, just let me have your email and I will send you the stuff. Our next meeting is next Thursday at 6 at the barn up by Chase Hammond Golf Course. And then we go to the second one every 2 weeks is Wednesday at the Carlsons, which is in OV. But this Wednesday one on the 28th at 4 o'clock, come to Outside Ales. We're going to go to Outside Ales and we're going to have a good time. And we would love to have you involved. Please come and see me sometime tonight. If you want to be involved, give me your email so that we can keep this thing going. We have got to keep this going. The future of public education in Michigan is at stake. It's on our shoulders, and that's where it should be. It should be.
Two final points. The first point that I want to remind you of is that there are over 600,000 people who are going to lose their unemployment benefits if our federal Congress does not do something. There is a rally tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I know we've asked you to sacrifice today, but we had a number of people from industry, people who don't work at schools here to support us today, many of them unemployed. Support those people who are going to lose their benefits at the new year if Congress does not extend unemployment benefits. 4 o'clock tomorrow, there's a rally at Congressman Huizenga's office, which is by the old mall across the road from the Holiday Inn. It'd be great if we could see people there supporting that issue as well. I want to remind you to please, if you make public comments, to make them positive. Watch your step, please. They've salted here, but not where we're going to be walking. And we'll be out on the sidewalks at about 6:30.
And one more thing. Wolfie's supplied the pizza tonight and gave us a good deal. These are tough economic times. Please buy locally. Please buy locally and do it.
If you are interested in being on a mailing list,